What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like the Fever president just let the cat out the bag about filling this roster.
We're down in numbers, but we're looking at adding another player for a replacement player to help us with our numbers and try to get people healthy and try to get a full roster back together. I mean, games are still coming, so it's going to be an adjustment. But
Fever president Kelly Krauskopf didn't just make headlines; she blew up the internet. Her unexpected take on Kane Clark's injury has fans arguing everywhere. Was it shade, tea, or just zero filter? Either way, the viral clip has the WNBA world buzzing.
So yeah, Caitlin, left quad strain, happened in the game. She's now out for, it says 2 weeks. She's missing however many games in those next couple weeks. Some of those games, the one against the Mystics was moved to Baltimore, a larger arena. The one against the Sky moved to the United Center, a larger arena.
First of all, WNBA was awesome before Caitlin got here, and it's been awesome for a really long time. They're probably going to go, and yes, they might be a little disappointed that they don't see Caitlin play, but they're probably going to go and like get an amazing game and then be like, oh wow, this is awesome. I love the WNBA.
The only thing that really stood out, to be honest, was there was one quote in one of the front office sports articles. It's unclear whether the teams will provide any compensation for fans who bought tickets to their game.
Even if the team's finally at full strength, you still can't escape Kathy Angelberg running the WNBA like she's auditioning for America's Got Talent. Except instead of critiquing singers, she's grading who got slammed in the paint hard enough. Let's be honest, Caitlin Clark could get flattened by a steamroller right in front of 3 refs, and Angelberg would release a statement calling it enthusiastic defensive effort.
we have a good group. We have good depth, thankfully, so that should help us.
Yeah. Are you hoping to have that player before Tuesday's game?
We're hoping, yeah.
All right.
Have you ever been through any circumstance this early into the season where you're battling 3-4 down? Like, how unique is it?
Remember, I don't, probably, but I mean, because, the WNBA, the roster sizes are so much smaller. So when you get down to the 11-player roster and you lose 3 players like that, now you've got to add a quick player to your roster. So, it's something that you just deal with being in this league.
Seriously, has Kelly Krauskopf weighed in on this officiating circus? Because if not, it's starting to feel like the Fever front office is a secret escape room. Clues everywhere, zero communication, and the only way out is watching the Liberty lift another trophy.
Much like Tyrese Halliburton, she gets you the ball in places that you didn't even know you were open. I see so many similarities in Caitlin and Tyrese, primarily because they control the tempo of the game, and we want to play almost identical to the way the Pacers are playing, or maybe they want to play like we're playing. But either way, it's finding those right fits around a point guard like her is going to make us awfully dangerous. And I'm looking forward to that challenge because, you're looking for the right types of players.
Picture this. The Fever finally assemble their Avengers squad. Caitlin's ankles are back from sabbatical. Aaliyah Boston remembers how to smile. Nalissa Smith's knees aren't wrapped tighter than a Chipotle burrito. They're healthy, focused, ready. And then, 2 minutes into the first quarter, Clark gets whistled for you breathing too confidently near Sabrina Ionescu. Foul number 1.
Being in a rhythm after Friday's game, what do you do with all of these injuries and potentially bringing someone in to try to get into some semblance of a rhythm?
I think just simplifying hopefully helps that. Giving them just a couple of things that we can focus on. We continue to really rep over the last 2 days on both ends of the floor. Knowing that some players are going to be playing out of position and freeing them up to stay aggressive and just play. That's the fun, challenging part of the coaching situation is, still putting them in positions to be successful while it might be a little.
Because let's face it, the Liberty are winning it all again. Not just because they're stacked like a Jenga tower glued together with performance-enhancing glue, but because they've got something no other team can buy: referee immunity. Ionescu could probably punch someone, steal their knee pads, wear them, and the refs would hand her a free throw for innovative defense. Meanwhile, Clark so much as sets her feet and she's booked for a war crime. And the fans? Oh, they're noticing. The slow realization that the WNBA might be run by law school improv interns is hitting harder than Caitlin's half-court range. TikTok is full of Clark foul compilations, slow-mo dramatic piano, captions like, Clark's arm was surgically removed. No foul. And that eternal talking point, oh, the Fever just don't play defense. That's like walking into a crime scene, seeing the body, and blaming the victim for not ducking. Gaslighting, professional level.
Injuries are a part of it. Again, I get it. It sucks. If you bought a ticket to see somebody and they're hurt, I get it. That is like a big bummer. But no, you would never say that about men's sports. If LeBron was out or Steph Curry or the big names were out for a couple weeks, they would never be like, oh, we're going to reimburse you guys. Sorry about that. Now you're just not taking the WNBA as a business. You're not seeing it as a business. So I'm like, yeah, she's hurt. It sucks. And the league will continue to go on.
Don't get it twisted. New York is good. Unfairly good. Their bench could probably beat half the league in a 7-game series. But it's hard to take the sport seriously when the rules exist for only one side of the court. It's like the WNBA took home court advantage and said, let's make it constitutional. Meanwhile, Fever fans are finally getting sparks from a rebuild. Caitlin Clark jerseys are flying off the shelves. The arena's alive again. Indiana hasn't felt this hype since Peyton Manning was launching footballs into orbit. And what do they get in return? Foul trouble by minute 3, refs watching through a fog machine, and Kathy Angelbert sipping LaCroix in a luxury suite, acting like chaos doesn't exist. At this point, Kelly Krauskopf needs to channel her inner WWE heel, full villain mode, press conference chair toss, call Kathy by her middle name, and drop a Mean Girls quote for good measure.
Caitlin Clark was lost yesterday to an injury for at least 2 weeks. Now, the thing about it is they're going to reevaluate in 2 weeks. And of course, man, these teams, I told you earlier, these WNBA franchises that moved games like the Chicago Sky to the, United Arena, you're screwed. You're done. You're cooked. Nobody is going to show up to this thing. Chicago Sky can't sell out their own 9,000-something seat arena like it is. They couldn't when they were...
And the wildest part? If Caitlin Clark were on the Liberty, treated like royalty in a Disney remake, Kathy would be sending officiating memos as if they were Oscar invitations. Every hand check, instant felony. ESPN would run a 24-hour justice for Caitlin ticker. Not kidding, this is a league where narratives shape policy faster than rule books. So, Kelly, we love the viral moments. But unless those moments include, we demand a full investigation into why Caitlin Clark's arm is no longer attached, the Liberty will just cruise through the postseason. Not because they're better, but because the refs are acting like unpaid interns at a Globetrotters game. Fix it. Or at least foul everyone equally. The Fever without Clark? It's a pizza without cheese. Technically still exists, but why are we pretending it's worth watching? Watching them run offense without her is like a slow-motion car crash. But instead of metal crunching, it's the sound of missed layups echoing through the arena like a sad trombone.